Hey, tubies! This is Psychic Bob. Well, it is so rocking to be with you. Welcome to Monday. You know what that means? It's time for our horoscopes. That's right. But before we get into that, I want to give a big thank you, a big shout out to all of you who came out to yesterday's video. We had a new topic here at Spirit Channel. It was Shinto Sunday. And we talked about the mystical Magatama. If you haven't seen that, definitely check that out. It's in the queue right before this video. You don't want to miss it. Well, you guys are great. Well, here we are. It's time to go around our big Zodiac wheel. That's right. We're going to spin around and see what's in the stars for you. Before we get into the individual horoscopes, though, let me just kind of give you an overview for this week. Now, all the astrology in this video is for Monday, March 6th to Sunday, March 12th. So that's our time period that we're going to cover in this video. So listen up, okay? Now we're starting off today, our week Monday, with our sun, our big sun here in the sign of Pisces. And here's Pisces, it's the fish. That's a water sign. And we started off early this morning with our moon in the sign of Gemini. Which was the twins, but at 7:54 this a.m., 7:54 a.m., I can't talk today, our moon moved into the sign of Cancer, which is right here, which is that's Scorpio. Let's find, here's Cancer, to the sign of Cancer, the crab. So we've got our sun starting off the week in a water sign and our moon in a water sign. This means you're going to really be in touch with your emotional self. And for those of you who are not very emotional people, just relax and let that water energy into your life today. It's going to make your day smoother if you just go with it, okay? Now, also what's going on today is our moon is conjunct Saturn. That's a favorable aspect. And that means Saturn brings out our inner wisdom. So as you get in touch with that inner self, you're going to have a lot more inner wisdom today. Our moon is sextile Mars, which is a favorable aspect. And that means that we'll have power, we'll have excitement, but it won't be of a negative type. So today is a day to feel things, go with that flow and just roll with it. The rest of the week is going to be very fascinating as well. On Tuesday, we've got our sun trine the moon, which is a power aspect. It brings in that inner wisdom again. With that Pisces sun, we're going to be filling our inner self very strongly this week. Our moon is sextile Neptune, and Neptune is the psychic planet that brings intuition and deep feeling. With that moon favorably aspecting it, it means you're going to be even more in touch with your psychic self, okay? Our moon is square Jupiter, though, tomorrow, and our moon is square Uranus. Now, this is a caution because moon square Jupiter means financial blessings may be delayed, maybe some challenge there. And with our moon square Uranus, that means things are going to be a little erratic. Tomorrow, Tuesday, not the best day to enter into new business deals. Maybe wait a little bit, okay? Wednesday, we've got our moon square Mars, which means things are still a little crazy. So Tuesday and Wednesday may be a little bit challenging this upcoming week. On Thursday, though, we have a shift. Our moon moves into Leo, which is fire sign, and then our moon is trine Venus, and that's the love planet. So for Thursday going forward, this is where love is aspected this week. And we've also got the planet Mars moving into the house of Taurus, and that's a very stabilizing energy that will stimulate financial opportunities, and it stimulates sensuality. So Thursday, romance day, okay? There you go. Now, when we get to this weekend, we're going into Friday. We got our moon sextile Jupiter. Again, financial blessings will flow. So if Tuesday and Wednesday were challenging in the money area, in the business area, don't worry. As we get into Friday, that Jupiter transit with the moon brings in better business opportunities. Our moon also enters Virgo that evening around 5:07 p.m. Now, Virgo is the planet is the sign that brings in order and methodology. So if you're working on business this week, by Friday, you'll start to see things get a little more organized, a little more on track. So don't worry about the earlier aspects. By Friday, it'll settle out, okay? And as we go into our weekend on Saturday and Sunday, it looks wonderful. Saturday is really the day for spiritual reflection this week. Our moon is in Virgo, which brings ordered thought, and our moon is conjunct Neptune, which means work on the inner self. Not a lot of outer world activity, not a big weekend for big parties. It's more of a quiet weekend. Stay within yourself and focus on your inner self and inner spirit. By Sunday, our moon is trine Pluto, which means that we'll have a far-reaching vision. So this weekend, it's psychic weekend, and we're going to have a really powerful week, okay? Now, we are going to go around our big zodiac wheel, which is wonderful, and let's take a look at what's in the stars. Now, if you don't know what zodiac sign you are, listen up, because I give the birth date range after each sign, and when you hear the sign that has your birth date range following it, that is your zodiac sign. So everybody watching gets a reading, okay? So pay attention. All right. Well, we're going to start here with our zodiac sign of Aries. And Aries birth dates are March 21st to April 20th. Okay, Aries, you know, this week you're going to really want to slow down in your outer world. This week is more of an inner world week. Go within, listen to your gut, follow your instincts. If you listen to that inner voice, you're not going to go wrong. In love, you're going to find that Mars energy brings a lot of stimulation as your ruling planet. You'll have a lot of luck in love this week. Maybe not the greatest in money, but let it sit. Things that you're brewing will pick up. For those of you Aries looking for work, a good week to get out and be seen and let that Martian energy and that Venus energy draw people to you. Your key word this week, Aries, is follow. All right, follow your intuition. All right, our next sign is Taurus, and Taurus is April 21st to May 20th. Taurus, you're going to be feeling a lot of these shifts this week. With Mars in your sign, it stirs you up. You want to jump into the fray. But like Aries, I have to caution you, not the best week for big action. This is more of a time of waiting, watching, and seeing how the pieces fall. Remember, with Mars entering your sign, you've got power, but power without wisdom will lead to problems and destruction. This applies in love as well as business for you this week, Taurus. Take this week slow, be an observer more than a participant in all areas, and then you will succeed. Your key word this week, Taurus, is patience. Okay. Our next sign, Gemini, May 21st to June 20th. You know, Gemini, there's a lot of water energy here that's stirring your inner emotion. Now, you're an air sign and tend to be more cerebral, but this week you're going to have that real heart and mind connection, so you can trust your inner feelings. This is a good week for Geminis to work on interpersonal relationships. Geminis, you love to talk to the world, but sometimes you're challenged on that one-on-one communication. This week is a week to do that, to really spend time listening to your inner voice, spend time sharing your thoughts with those that you love. You're going to find, Taurus, in the work area this week that if you just speak from the heart, slow down, speak from the heart, then you will be heard and you will get what you need to move forward in the career area. Your key word, this Taurus, for this week is patience. All right. Our next sign is Gemini, May 21st to June 20th. Excuse me, not Gemini, pardon me, Cancer. Our next sign is Cancer, which is, I can't do this today, is June 21st to July 22nd. Cancers, you are in creative mode all week. All of these transits right now, this water energy is getting your thoughts flowing. It's got you in the place to see and to know further than most people are seeing and knowing. So you want to work with that and build on what you've done in the past. Now is a good time for Cancers to look back over the last year and figure out where your successes were and then repeat the pattern, and you'll have a lot more success. Cancers will find in the area of relationships this week that you also have a very good chance to kind of connect with people in a deep and emotional way. That water energy is stirring the heart and the mind in a nice and equal balance. And so you're going to feel very balanced this week, Cancer. Take that balance power and just roll with it. Your key word this week, Cancer, is build. Build on your previous success. All right, our next sign is Leo, and that's July 23rd to August 22nd. You know, Leos, you are the great actors of the zodiac. You are the performers. And this week is really a week where you get to be out in front. People this week are going to be feeling a little subdued with that water energy, but your fire energy is really picking up. And as we've got Mars very active this week, that's stimulating your firepower, your star power. This week, Leos want to kind of just jump in and be the forerunner, be the front man, and say what you got to say. Leos, you will find, particularly for those of you working or looking for work, that just telling it like it is makes people listen, and it won't be perceived wrongly, it will be perceived well. Leo, you're going to find in romance you got more women or men chasing you than you know what to do with. So just enjoy that experience, but don't break any hearts. Be honest, have fun, and be true to yourself. Excuse me. Your key word, express. Oh, I'm having allergies today. All right, our next sign is Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. Virgos, you right now have what I call clarity of sight. Virgos are going to see how to take things that are askew, fix them, and set everything right. It's an excellent week for Virgos in work to get projects back on track that have gotten off schedule. It's an excellent week for Virgos to try up loose ends in relationships. If you've got people that are kind of floating in your life and you don't know what to do with them, pull them into your office, set them down, and get things going in a direction that's positive for everybody. You're going to find, Virgos, that this week that people don't fight you, that they're actually looking to you for the answers. So follow your instincts, follow your gut. You're going to be a success. Your key word this week, Virgo, is resolve. Resolve all those outstanding things. All right, our next sign is Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd. Libras, right now, you want to use your gift of eagle-eyed vision. There's going to be a lot of interesting transits this week with a lot of people doing a lot of emotional shifts. See through the illusion of the craziness of the moment and keep your eyes tunnel vision on your goal, and you will succeed. You're going to find, Libras, that in the area of business that people are a little scattered, not knowing what they want. Decide what they want and steer them on that course. That's your path to success. In the area of relationships as well, Libra, you're going to find that this week people are not focused in some ways, and you're going to have to get them focused. So you're kind of the leader, the guide, but you've got to keep your concentration sharp. So eagle eye everything this week, and you're going to succeed. Your key word this week, Libra, is concentrate. All right, our next sign, Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. Scorpios, this is a good time for you to work on that inner self. With the week starting with all the water energy, you're really in a place right now to do that inner work. Let this week be the week of inner focus, of healing, of releasing past hurts, of making yourself clean within so that you can be a joy without. And what you'll find is that this week, Scorpio, your psychic senses are really enhanced. The Neptune energy is really working in your favor this week. And so you want to watch your dreams, trust your visions, trust that inner self, let that lead for you. This is applying all the way across work and relationships. You may find in the area of romance that it's hard to speak your words, but if you meditate and send them, you have a telepathic ability, and you can communicate this week mind to mind much stronger than usual. So use your inner wisdom to guide you, and you will be a success. Your key word this week, Scorpio, is silence. Do all the work within. All right, our next sign is Sagittarius, and that's November 22nd to December 21st. Sagittarius, you have that gift of the planet Neptune and Pluto working for you. Both of those planets are giving you inner wisdom and long-range vision. And so this is a great time for Sagittarius right now to make plans for the future. If you're a Sagittarius, you want to try to think this week in terms of your financial goals as well as your career goals. Sit down and make a 5-year plan. Sagittarius will find that the 5-year plan is the right number with the right timing and the right vision, and you'll get things set in motion. You can also apply this, Sagittarius, to relationships as well. Think about your current relationships. Who do you want in your life? And say, can I see them being a part of my journey and part of my life in 5 years from now? If the answer is no, you need to think about why and figure out how to either get that on track or move beyond that. Your key word this week, Sagittarius, is plan. Our next sign is Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. Capricorns, right now you're very strong in your leadership energy. Everybody's coming to you. But Capricorns, even though there's a lot of Martian energy that's stimulating you this week, you want to just slow down and weigh things. You want to look at things from a place of balance. You want to avoid extremes. People around Capricorns this week may tend to speak in terms of all or nothing. Capricorns, silence that argument and tell them that it is not an all or nothing, that there is room for compromise. As we get to midweek, you'll find that people start to be a little more reasonable and a little more open to hearing what you have to say. Capricorns, you might find this energy also in relationships this week, with everybody insisting that you give an answer or make a decision. Again, remind them that all things in time and all things in the right balance, okay? So take your time, weigh decisions, don't rush, don't let anybody pressure you. Remember, you are in charge, and ultimately they will wait for you and respect your views. Your key word this week, Capricorn, is balance. All right, our next sign is Aquarius. That's January 20th to February 18th. You know, Aquarius, you're an air sign, and normally you're all up in your head. But this week you're going to find, very similar to the Geminis, that your head and your heart have a strong connection. So let that inner emotion move you. Let it yourself trust it. Try to not be overly cerebral this week. Realize that body, mind, and spirit all connect for you. And so the emotional, the heart aspect also must connect with your mental faculties. And you're going to find, Aquarius, that as you work on that balance of head and heart, that you have peace in your life and that your life is filled with joy. So Aquarius, you want to take time this week to slow down, look within, find that inner light, find the inner voice. Don't look to the outer world, Aquarius. Look to the inner world right now, and then you will have the right answers and the right timing. Your key word this week, Aquarius, is meditate. All right, our next sign is Pisces. That's February 19th to March 20th. You know, Pisces, you are the glamour stars of the Zodiac this week. Wherever you go, people's lives change. You feel like you're really a natural leader, and you'll feel that role really strongly this week. So take your time, make personal appearances where you can. Pisces, you're going to find that the personal touch this week serves you very well in business as well as social life. So if you're a Pisces, and especially if you're a Pisces who works from home, make it a week where you at least stop into the office and get seen a few times. It's definitely going to be worth your time. Pisces, in terms of relationships, go out and visit friends this week. Go out and visit people that you want to spend more time with. You know, in our crazy, hectic world, it's easy to get stuck behind a keyboard and a computer screen. But Pisces, you'll find that being on the scene, being present, is your key to success this week. So go out, be seen, and uplift people. Your key word this week, Pisces, is inspire. Well, there you go. Oh my gosh, guys. We went around our big Zodiac wheel and covered all 12 signs. And I'm sure glad you're here. Listen, I got to remind you, as I always say, and it's so true, when you're in a time in your life where there is struggle, don't give in to despair. Just pause and look to the stars. When we look above, we see that the heavens above us are evolving and revolving, and each day the sun rises and brings new hope and new joy to our life. So let the stars be your friends, let them be your allies, let them be your guides on your journey, and you will have success and you will have joy. So don't give in to despair. Notice that the stars are always moving, and each day is a chance for a new alignment to come that will bring a blessing to you. You guys are the best. I want to say thank you. Thanks for being here. I love you guys. Keep it here. We got more coming. A little later tonight, I'm going to be putting up a video. I got a really special present in the mail from one of our YouTubers. I'm going to talk about that. And so be back here a little later for that. I love you guys. Listen, if you love Psychic Bob, show me some love. Like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends. And if you can, hit subscribe. Be part of our channel. And if you have time, click on those little ads that play at the beginning. You might discover some new products and services that you really like, and it would help Psychic Bob an awful lot. You guys are the best. I love you. We'll see you back here a little later tonight. Blessed be.